Ahead of Dalai Lama's birthday celebrations, there's been a massive crackdown by the Chinese authorities. More and more number of people are now being arrested. Joining us on this broadcast is Mr. Thupten Gyatso. He's a parliamentarian of the Tibetan government in exile. Mr. Gyatso, thank you very much for speaking to Republic TV. Let me straight away begin by asking you. We saw similar scenes even last year, just ahead of the birthday celebrations of the Dalai Lama. But do you believe that somewhere down the line this has simply intensified because of Dalai Lama's decision to visit Ladakh? Do you think that's some sort of a retaliation from the Chinese side?
Oh, thank you very much, Shavanji, inviting me to this show. I think there is a total and absence of the Chinese authority trust towards Tibetan people. Whatever calendar might be on the part of Chinese authority, it has been always carrying intensive repression, massive arrestation. It's a regular basis, and nothing new. And His Holiness Dalai Lama is a guest of Indian government. He is free to travel in different part of India.
Right.
So Ladakh is, according to my knowledge, is part of India. So His Holiness is free to travel in Ladakh. And I think there's no any collusion on that, I think. It's unfortunate, there's no coincidence because repression, arrestation of Tibetans has been since the inception of the Chinese military aggression in 1949. Now, till now, last 70 years, we have been through under the harsh repression. This is nothing new for me.
The reason why I'm asking you, Mr. Gyatso, that while it may not really appear to be new, the question is that, has it really intensified? Has it really intensified for those who are displaying their loyalty for the holiness and the fact that today the Dalai Lama has taken some bold decisions? Do you think that's the reason why perhaps the kind of retaliation that is coming in from the Chinese authorities, it has only intensified?
Yes, unfortunately, there are some signals that, the stake here is what represents His Holiness Dalai Lama. His Holiness Dalai Lama is the living symbol of the free Tibet,
right?
Independent Tibet before Chinese invasion. So, and at the same time, His Holiness Dalai Lama is also the sovereign and supreme leader of the Tibetan, spiritual leader of Tibetan, and all across the Himalayan, on all the country regions where the Tibetan Buddhism been adopted. So Chinese government know very well the impact and the influence of His Holiness Dalai Lama, who can gather, who can even draw many influence within the mainstream in China. So that is why they try to always demonize His Holiness Dalai Lama and also try to undermine His Holiness influence. So the way His Holiness agenda just to visit Ladakh, I think they just want to send them some signal of their unhappiness, I think.
Mr. Gyatso, I would like to ask one final question from you with regards to what's the situation like, because as I understand, there have been arrests that have taken place. Specifically, I'm told that Yudam and his sister, Zumkar, they were arrested only because they were keeping a photograph of the holiness in their home. What's the situation right now? Can you tell our viewers, because it does appear that there is a pattern. Just ahead of the birthday celebrations, we've seen the number of arrests have always gone up. I'm told that even last year, about 20 to 30 Tibetans, they were also arrested just around the time of Dalai Lama's 86th birthday.
Absolutely true. Recently, this Tibetan girl who has been arrested the 11th of July for just been having a picture of His Holiness. And then some other area of Tibet, there are some families who just try to offer some money to request for some prayer from monastery at this special occasion of His Honor's birthday. And the Chinese authority immediately took a retaliatory. They have been arrested, these people, for just offering some money to the monasteries. So whatsoever manner and the Tibetan will try to express their faith in Bodhidharma and His Holiness, it interpreted as a political act of resistance on the part of Tibetan people by the Chinese authority.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Gyatso, for joining us on this broadcast and highlighting the issue that seems to have been ignored by many.